What did you see in Kobe at a young age that made you so determined to trade up and get him?
Well, you know, I think so much has been made of that. And to me, that's not even the story. The story is his life and his legacy. The summer of '96, we had hopes that we could possibly acquire a major free agent. And in the process, our prized possession was going to be Shaquille O'Neal if we had an opportunity to persuade him to come to Los Angeles. And at that point in time, there was a lockout. You really couldn't communicate, and finally we were able to communicate with people. But we had the draft before, and there was a player that, by the name of Kobe Bryant, that was a high school kid whose kid won the state championship. Father Joe, ex-professional player, played in Italy. He was over there, he moved back and watched his career and watched a lot of film on him, and you know just how different and unique he was as a college, as a high school athlete. And then to have a chance to visit with him in person. He was here in Los Angeles, represented by Arn Tellem, who'd been a great friend of mine for years. His sons and my sons are best of friends even to this day, and they were really young. And he wanted me to watch him work out, so we invited him to a workout with 4 players that were draft eligible, that were attractive prospects. And getting there and watching this kid with this perpetual smile, this incredible boundless energy, and his desire to, frankly, show everyone he was the best player there. Probably took 10 minutes to see he was far superior to these guys, who a couple of them got drafted in the first round. And when you watched him, you say, oh my gosh, there's no chance that we would have an opportunity to get him in a draft because of where we're going to be in a draft position. Well, there's another opportunity. He came back and he wanted to work out with us again. And Michael Cooper, who was one of the great defenders in the league during his time, I think he'd been retired for a year and a half, something like that. And we asked him to come over and participate in this workout. And Michael came there, and after about 10 minutes, I said, Michael, you're an old man. You don't need to do this anymore. But we just stopped the workout. It was just ridiculous of how he conducted himself. More importantly, how he was just a teenager who was the man, and Michael Cooper looked like the teenager. It was kind of embarrassing, to be honest with you. But it didn't take long to see the talent, but also to see the enthusiasm he had for the game, his knowledge and thirst to get better, to learn more. And during the process of the draft, we tried to trade him for the second, third, all the way down to number 13. And finally, Charlotte said, yes, we will take him. We offered Vlade Divac, who was one of the best starting centers in the league, and everyone wanted a center, and they thought there was something wrong with him if we wanted to trade him. I don't think they had any idea that this was a stepping stone to put us in a position to draft, to not only draft this player who we thought was the best player in the draft, and through Jerry Buss's encouragement, I just told him, I said, Jerry, this guy's going to be a huge draw, but he's going to be a great player. And he took my word for it. We didn't have very many people working with us, a tiny staff, not like today. And then a series of conversations with Shaquille O'Neal led us into a position where we were in a position to talk to him financially. Until we traded Vlade, we were not. And so the first thing got done first, and then created a lot more space to try to sign Shaquille O'Neal. And then there was another deal after that gave us some money. I'll never forget, I told Jerry Buss one day, I said, look, he said he's coming. And I told Shaquille, I said, look, Shaquille, I said, I'm going to put you on the phone with Jerry Buss, okay? And I'm not going to make this trade until you acquiesced to saying you're going to sign. He agreed to sign. And then I said to him in that conversation, I said, we have a kid here that you're going to love as a player. I said, he's going to be one of the great players that ever played the game. And I think all of us have aspirations when we draft players and put players in position that they're going to be great. And to watch him grow, to watch what he became in this city, the legacy he established when he left, a singular word, and I heard somebody say this yesterday, Kobe, will resonate in the city of Los Angeles forever. Sunday's usually a day of you get up and had plans to work out, read the newspaper, have a little bite to eat for breakfast, and then the news came over, and all of a sudden found out he was gone. I had a brother killed in Korea, and it was exactly the same feeling. I felt I was his surrogate father for 2 years. He was my house a lot. My son drove him to practice, Ryan, who I worked for the Lakers for a long time. He's no longer there, of course, but he worked for the Lakers a long time, and they became friends. I remember the first time he took him down the 405 freeway to practice. He couldn't believe the traffic. And he was at my house a lot. And then, through Arn's guidance, he acquired a home in Pacific Palisades, where he lived out there, which was fairly convenient at that point in time to the Forum and also the practice facility. But yesterday, I lost someone that was like a son to me. The Christmas cards I used to get from him, from Irvin Johnson, the joys of their family together, to see the impact that Kobe had on so many people, and especially women's basketball. He embraced them, he encouraged them. His academy to promote sports, better conditioning, coaching his daughter, and to think he was going out there to watch his daughter compete. And for him and the other families, it's like this horrific loss, not only of a great resource, but someone who's building an incredible second career, someone who's not content to be someone commenting on a basketball game.
Jerry, he was amazing. When you say he's like a second son to you, we can all feel it. I'm so grateful to you for sharing some of these memories with us today. I know how hard today is, and yesterday, and every day is going to be after that because of this. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Well, as I say, he will live forever in this city. He was a worldwide phenomenon, and I am happy to have shared a small part of his life.